Disclaimer, if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you. Please enjoy.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another celebrity reading. We're going to be tapping in Dababy really quickly. I don't really have much to say about the situation. I just want to pull cards on how this is going to end for him, because as you guys know, he has lost a lot of deals, a lot of concerts. He's lost a lot in the comments that he made in Rolling Loud a week or two ago. And it's really giving a lot of like backlash, and you know, this is karma and we have to be mindful of what we say. So I'm just going to be pulling cards on how this is going to end for him. I know right now a lot of companies, and I don't know how to call them. My brain is like fried right now. I find it insulting when people make it seem like HIV is an LGBT thing, like only people that are gay can catch it, or it's their problem, when it can happen with anyone. It's just not fair to kind of put it all on them, because it's very insensitive. So this is why a lot of people were very outraged, and he really could have said anything else. He didn't have to say anything at all. He could have just performed and says, "Thank you so much for showing up. I love you guys. Thank you for your support." And that's it. You know what I'm saying? But when you spew that type of homophobia and hate, it's unnecessary. And I'm sure a lot of people went over there that are part of the LGBT community. They wanted to support him, and that's what they got about that. I know we're in this era of I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna say what I say, I said what I said, but there's consequences to the things that you do say, because people can hold you accountable. Nobody is safe. Listen, you got people cussing out the president, you got people cussing out everybody on social media, so you are not beyond reproach. You can catch these internet hands too. And I feel like that's what Dababy is learning. So let's see. And by the way, guys, I am outside, so heads up, you might hear some nature sounds or children playing. So just keep that in mind. I just felt called to be in the garden. But let's see, Dababy. Oh, and if you are new here, welcome. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, Dababy is going to continue to experience some backlash, and it's just best for him to not say anything else on social media and not do anything passive aggressive, because it just doesn't look good. I do actually feel like he lost a lot of money, and we already know that with the Six of Pentacles being here. But this also speaks about he owes it to just everyone to show that he's going to learn from this and give back in a way of, I'm giving back by learning, I'm giving back by being in the space of understanding. Educate me, teach me, I didn't know. And I'm always for showing someone the way when they don't know. And that's where I'm fair. He made a mistake and it was very nasty what he said, but if he's willing to learn from it, then I'm sure some people can move on, but everyone doesn't owe you forgiveness. So there's people that are just done with him, and people have been done with him because of the things that he's done in the past towards black women. And, you know, supporting Yellowbone and then taking back Yellowbone's support. Like, yeah, he was supporting that stupid ass song that Yellowbone done had. And I guess because it was getting like a lot of backlash, as it should, he pulled back from it. So it's like this was long overdue. This karma was long overdue. Maybe this is Meg Thee Stallion's spirits coming after him because he decided to put Tory Lanez on that track and bring him upstage too. It's like everything went left when he did that. No offense to Tory Lanez, but everything seems to have gone left. So I don't know what Meg Thee Stallion is. I don't know what her prayer is, but it's working. Her ancestors don't play about her. They don't. I'm not the only one thinking this. I'm like, see, this is Meg Thee Stallion's ancestors. They're working busy. The Hangman. His career is going to take a pause. And but here's the thing. I keep seeing an open discussion. So this actually may become like an interview, if that makes any sense. Like, I keep seeing like an interview, a heated debate. And that heated debate could actually cause more backlash because of what he's going to say. But here's what I'm So what I'm picking up on is the backlash. People are going to be divided about the backlash because what he's going to be expressing, what he's going to be saying is how he was just raised to see it, or how that's how it's been all his life. And some people are going to take offense to that. Whereas the baby is more like, I hear you, but I just want to explain to you why it came out this way and why I said that and this, that, and the third. So him even defending his actions about what he said, it could come off like he's insensitive towards what they're saying to him. If, let's say, he is having a moment with God and God is speaking to him, like these cards, like the energy is telling him, even when you learn from this and they explain to you, because I keep seeing him on a panel, I keep seeing an open discussion, and it feels like it's going to be like on Facebook or something like a red table talk, but not really. It feels like it's going to be like a web series, or it's just going to be all over the internet. I'm just not sure how they're going to plaster it. It feels like he's going to be explaining himself, and even when he explains himself, people are not going to want to hear it. So his best bet is to just listen and to be quiet. And I keep hearing he needs social media etiquette and public speaking etiquette, because he says things from his heart and he's very blunt. But we live in a society where people, I don't want to say people are sensitive, because that could come off as insensitive, but I will say people, they're going to feel very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very passionate about what they're feeling, and they're going to express that. Okay? And you just have to be mindful, because this is nothing that's small. A lot of people, especially in the music industry, a lot of people have died from HIV when it wasn't under control. Back in the 80s and the 90s, it was a big problem. So it's very insensitive to make it a gay thing when it's not. And it's very insensitive to bring it up like it's ha ha ha. So when he has this sit down, because he really has to listen and not speak and not try to be right. And here's the thing. The baby is actually going through a Saturn return. And normally when you go through a Saturn return in your astrological chart, you are learning hard life lessons. And this is going to be a very hard life lesson. This is either going to make him or break him. And I have a bad feeling that if he doesn't take proper social media etiquette and just learn to sit there and listen and just to absorb, it can start backfiring. But another thing that's also coming through, the person that could be interviewing him could also be very combative. So this is why it could be very like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He needs to have the interview with someone that's neutral, that's not going to directly attack him. They're just going to call him out on where he went wrong and educate him. But it feels like someone is going to be interviewing him. They could be a part of the LGBT community, and this person doesn't fucking play. And the baby's going to catch that, and he doesn't play. So, and also I'm picking up that he has options on who to actually have this interview with, because we're already seeing it. He's being approached to have this sit down. He's being approached to talk about this openly, because this is going to save his career, or at least save 60% of it. Right? So it's like he needs to actually choose wisely on who he's going to have interview him. My best bet, choose the person that's not as controversial, because whoever that's approaching him with this, one is controversial and one is a little bit chill and laid back. However, I keep seeing a panel like there's going to be people that are going to tell him. So this is going to get interesting, and I do feel like the baby is going to do this because he really wants to save his career. Okay, yeah, because he's losing a lot of money. The Five of Pentacles, he's losing a lot of money. The Queen of Wands, that's Yellowbone. You know, because we know she's pregnant right now. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. The Seven of Wands. There's going to be some type of back and forth going on with the baby mothers in his life. So that's coming up as well. Something coming up. So he has a lot on his plate, and he is going to be going through this Saturn return, and he's going to have to do his best to learn from it, especially with the Justice card being here. So my prediction is I do feel like he can be able to save his career, but he needs to be open. He needs to listen. He needs to not be defensive, because I keep getting this vibe that if someone says something to him wrong or in a certain tone, he's gonna get defensive. And one thing that me and my sister, we were talking about this, we were saying how there's nothing wrong with being gay, or there's nothing wrong with that, but it seems like straight men that seem to make a lot of homophobic jokes. My sister was telling me when men make homophobic, unnecessary jokes, it comes from a deep place of curiosity, because nobody even told you to bring that up. Nobody even told you to talk about it. Nobody told you to clown somebody's sexuality. That doesn't make any sense. So why did you feel the need to call somebody out on that? They're not bothering you, but for whatever reason, what they do is bothering your energy. Why is it bothering you? Does it trigger something deep within that you don't want to address, that you don't want to acknowledge? That's how it comes off. So I'm not saying that's the case with him, because I don't feel that vibe from him, but it does look very, I don't like how y'all move, because deep down I'm kind of sort of curious and I don't want to be. That shit make me mad. That shit makes me angry. That's how it came off. And I'm sure he probably didn't even mean it that way, but that's how it came off. So of course people are going to question him, just like people are questioning Boosie, constantly talking about homophobic stuff. So whenever straight men bring up homophobic shit that nobody asks for, it does look very, the word suspect. It looks very sus. It does. And here's the thing. I hate even saying that word, because we shouldn't have to suspect anything. People should just love who they love and be proud of who they are. But I get it. This society, the world, it's just not easy. You have family, you have cultures. Like, it really runs deep, and people die because of that. So I really hope he learns from this. And this is actually going to bring up a very big debate on social media within the next 2 months. But I don't feel like this is going to last for the whole year. He's going to learn from this, and life is going to go on. That's it. Life will go on. But going forward, he can't be moving like this. Perform, say thank you very much, have a great night, and get off the stage. That's what Chris Brown said, and that's the best advice that anybody gave him so far. Somebody had me screaming, because I think Miley Cyrus wants to educate him. Somebody says Hannah wants the penis. I was fucking screaming. Somebody says, oh my God, Hannah wants the penis. I'm like, stop. Anyways, it looks like it's gonna rain, so I gotta go. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this intuitive reading. How do you guys feel about straight men that constantly make homophobic jokes? Do you feel like they're hiding something? Do you feel like it's just something that they were taught? It just runs really, really deep. And I really wish that people would just be more considerate of other people. Like, I don't want to rant about it anymore. I love you guys, and please be safe. I love all of you, and I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye.